chance. They make you wanna take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. That's why make music. That's damnation. Damnation in France. That's Willa May. Warm cookies. If you're doing it professionally. WDM Nation Media. Think Tim. Tell me what you think about that. Wearing all the hats, curator of the undefined, speaker of the funk, driver of the car, the one who told you you could be what you want. Whatever you want, you can be a star. We're talking to you. WDMN, Willa May, Big Tim, Damnation. We are talking to you. Peace and be well.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good whenever you happen to be listening. My name is Willa May, and welcome back to Why Make Music. I want to talk about something that most of us carry around every single day. No, not your phone, not your wallet, not your keys. I'm talking about the things you keep in your pocket that nobody else can. See the experiences, the lessons, the scars, the victories, the failures, the little pieces of information collected along the way that somehow helped you survive long enough to make it to today. Was thinking about that recently while listening to a song called Carry It in My Pocket. It's a quirky little story about friendship, loyalty, and carrying around small things that matter more than they probably should. A pocket stone, a lucky charm, a reminder, or lessons learned from failure and eventual success, and carrying around small things that matter more than they probably should. A most invested connection, something that seems insignificant until the day you realize you would have been lost without it. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that's exactly how most of life works. Nobody walks around carrying everything they need. We carry pieces, a skill we learned 20 years ago, a conversation we had with somebody who isn't here anymore, a trick we picked up at work, a lesson from a failed relationship, a shortcut, a story, a memory, habit, a scar. Just little pieces, pocket-sized pieces. Over time, those pieces become our personal toolbox. For some people, it's confidence. For others, it's faith. For others, it's creativity. For others, it's technology. For others, it's music. For me, it's a little bit of all of the above. Because every song I've written, every mistake I've made, every podcast we've recorded, every piece of software I've learned, every late-night experiment that worked, and every one that completely crashed and burned, I kept a piece of it, put it in my pocket, and eventually those little pieces started becoming something useful. That's what today's episode is about. Building a life. One pocket-sized tool at a time. Not carrying everything, just carrying enough knowledge, enough curiosity, enough resilience, enough creativity, enough hope, enough determination, enough stubbornness to keep moving forward when common sense says, maybe you should sit this one out. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about technology. We're going to talk about adaptation. We're going to talk about the strange little tools that help creative people survive in a constantly changing world. Because the truth is, nobody knows everything. The people who succeed aren't carrying more than everybody else. They've simply learned what belongs in their pocket. So grab a coffee, grab a notebook, grab whatever creative project you're currently trying to wrestle into existence, and let's spend a little time talking about the things we carry. This is why I make music. ... And this episode is called I Keep It in My Pocket.
Used to wear a sundress nearly all year round. Wasn't built for function, but it fit my style of sound. Not brown like the color, more like a state of mind. Middle of the road, slow strolling, taking my sweet time. But one day it hit me quick. What if I had to hide a trick? That dress had no room at all. Other girls just watched me fall. So I stitched me a little place, slipped a few stones in just in case. Don't tell a soul the secret's true. It's just between me and you. I carry it in my pocket. They don't even weigh me down. Skipping rope out back, they don't even make a sound. I carry it in my pocket. Safe as safe can be. Out behind the house practicing, ain't nobody as bad as me. One time I nearly swung, cracking Dolores upside her head. She reached for my apple, but I smiled at her instead. Said, we can share if you wanna bite. She laughed and said, alright. Funny how an apple split in two can spark a friendship new. Oh yeah, that's right, keep it light. Dolores was a little odd, but she knew all the newest moves. She could dance to every record. She had a rhythm in her shoes. Every day we'd kick it close, laughing, talking, trading notes. And she grinned at me and say, girl, I'm glad you showed me the way. Yeah. Oh, Willa May, you the greatest. So glad we made it through. Thanks for that apple way back then, when we were still in school. At first I used to be scared, but you let those stones all go. Now we got a friendship stronger than the sundress seams could show. Yeah, that was the old me, the old you. I let them stones go free, go free. Tell me that ain't the only reason you've been sticking around with me. No, girl, you know that ain't true. I carry it in my pocket. Pocket, pocket, pocket. They don't even weigh me down. Skip the rope out back, they don't even make a sound. I carry it in my pocket. Safe as safe can be, yeah. Out behind the house practicing, ain't nobody as bad as me. Bad as me, bad as me, bad as me. Ain't nobody as bad as me. Bad as me, bad as me, bad as me. Ain't nobody as bad as me. Bad as me, bad as me, bad as me. Ain't nobody as bad as me. Bad as me, bad as me, bad as me.
You ever notice how two people can walk into the exact same situation and have completely different outcomes? Same room, same opportunity, same challenge, same resources. Yet one person thrives while the other person struggles. Why? Because they didn't arrive carrying the same things in their pockets. Now, I'm not talking about money. Money helps. I'm not talking about connections. Connections help too. I'm talking about something much more valuable. Experience. You can't buy experience. You can't download experience. You can't subscribe to experience for $9. You have to live through it. You have to earn it. Every job you've ever had, every mistake you've ever made, every success you've ever enjoyed, every embarrassing moment, every failed project, every unfinished song, every broken relationship, every difficult conversation, every challenge, every victory, they all leave something behind. A lesson, a perspective, a skill, a warning, a shortcut. A better question. Something most people don't realize. They're collecting these things. They're too busy looking at what they don't have. Meanwhile, they're walking around carrying an entire toolbox they forgot they built. I think creators are especially guilty of this. A musician learns recording, then learns editing, then learns graphic design, then learns social media, then learns video production, then learns marketing, then learns publishing, then learns metadata, then learns copyright, then learns distribution. Then one day they look in the mirror and say, I'm not getting anywhere. Really? Because from where I'm standing, you just described about 12 different professional skill sets. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you're certainly not where you started. And that's the trap. We compare ourselves to the destination, while ignoring everything we've collected along the way. The funny thing is, life rarely asks us for something we don't have. Most of the time it asks us to use something we've already learned, something already sitting in our pocket. A few years ago, you learned patience. Today life asks for patience. A few years ago you learned resilience. Today life asks for resilience. A few years ago you learned how to solve a problem. Today life hands you a different version of that same problem. The lesson wasn't wasted. The lesson was stored. That's why I think curiosity might be one of the most powerful things a person can possess. Curiosity keeps adding tools to the collection. Every book, every podcast, conversation, every experiment, every project, every success, every failure. You're constantly adding something to the inventory, even when it doesn't feel like it. Especially when it doesn't feel like it. The people who adapt the fastest aren't necessarily the smartest people in the room. They're usually the people who've collected the most useful tools and aren't afraid to use them. They know they don't have all the answers, but they know where to look. They know how to learn. They know how to adjust. And that's worth more than having the perfect answer. Because the world changes. Technology changes. Music changes. Business changes. Platforms change. Algorithms change. But the ability to learn, the ability to adapt, the ability to stay curious, those tools never go out of style. And every one of them fits neatly in your pocket.
You still logged in? I thought so. You said that I'm redundant, outdated, trivial, like a data set, no longer in use, black data source valid. I called you, responded, childish, immature, or you deliberately being obtuse, black data source fire. You can stay if you want, but I'm on my way out. Don't ask me where, I won't know until I get there. I need to clear my head. Funny how I'm the one upset. You think it should be the other way around. Instead you win some and you lost this one, and you have no knowledge of it yet. I already backed it up, you just didn't check. You said that I'm redundant, outdated, trivial, like a data set, no longer in use. Black data source fire. I called you, responded, childish, immature. Are you deliberately being obtuse? Black data down, yeah I did, but I wasn't even drinking. Torrent mentality had me questioning my thinking. You need to feed me like I was a baby bird when you're the one who can't even fly. Talk about fair play, foul on you, you crossed the line. I saw the flag before you did. Data, data, source, fire. Data, data, source, fire. Checks a mismatch, we don't validate. Your truth got deprecated in the last update. Running loops in my head, infinite. Wow, you stuck on legacy code with a stubborn smile. Hard-coded habits can't reflect the pride. You push hot, fix love, then roll back the lie. I'm compiling feelings, you skipping a test. Blame the environment, never address. Urge and control got me branching away. You keep force pushing pain to the main display. I'm sandboxing heartache, isolating threads. You leak memory, every promise you said. No point of touch when you reaching for me. Try to dereference love, sec fault. You see I optimize patience, reduce the load. You still buffering blame on a dial-up soul. Syntax errors when you speak in blame. Semantics broken, but you swear it's the same. You encrypt intention, forget the key, then accuse my silence of mutiny. Event-driven chaos, no order of ops. Race conditions every time that we talk. You ping my absence like it's still online, but I timed out weeks ago, read the sign. Your logic circular while true despair. I exit gracefully, you throw exceptions in air. I fork my future clone self-respect. You still debugging feelings you never protect. Binary thinking either or, black, white. I live in the gradients you fear at night. You treat love like data you own and retain. I treat it like truth, it don't like constrain. Obsolete labels you slap on my name, but your framework collapse every time I change. I hash my growth, you can't crack the salt, so you blame the system instead of the fault. Garbage collection, yeah, I let it run. Freed up space, now my process is fun. You cling to fragments, corrupted remains. I archive lessons, not guilt, not chains. You say I'm cold cause I don't comply, but I just stop letting bad code run my life. Read only boundaries, permission denied. No admin access to my inner drive. I commit to myself, message clean while you're stuck rewriting what love should mean. So label me dark, unindexed, obscure. I'm the source you lost when you thought you were sure. Black file flag cause you couldn't control. The truth don't vanish just cause it's not in your scroll. End of transmission, no patching. Coming system stable, now watch me keep running. You said down redundant, outdated it, trivial like a data set no longer in use. Black data, source, fire. I called you, responded, childish, immature. Are you deliberately being obtuse? Black data, source, fire.
One of the strangest things about human beings is that we love innovation. Right up until it shows up, then suddenly we're suspicious. We get nervous. We start wondering if things are changing too fast. But if you look back through history, every generation has had its version of that. Conversation at some point somebody looked at. Electricity and thought it was dangerous. Somebody looked at automobiles and said horses were good enough. Somebody looked at television and said it would ruin society. Somebody looked at computers and said nobody would ever need one in their house. Somebody looked at the internet and said it was a fad. Then smartphones arrived. Now most of us panic if we leave home without one. Funny how that works. The thing we once resisted eventually becomes the thing we can't imagine living without. Music has followed the exact same pattern. There was a time when recording music required large studios, large budgets, large teams, large amounts of equipment. Then technology changed. Home recording appeared. Digital recording arrived. Virtual instruments showed up. Streaming changed distribution. Social media changed promotion. And now, artificial intelligence has entered the conversation. The debate isn't new. The names change. The technology changes. The conversation stays the same. People ask, is this real? Does this count? Is this cheating? Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here wondering something completely different. Can the tool help me create something meaningful? Because that's the question I care about. I don't look at a hammer and ask if it's cheating. I ask if it helps build the house. I don't look at a camera and ask if it's cheating. I ask if it helps capture the photograph. I don't look at a calculator and ask if it's cheating. I ask if it helps solve the problem. The tool isn't the story. The person using it is. And maybe that's where some of the confusion begins. People sometimes assume that technology replaces effort. But in my experience, technology usually exposes effort. Give to people the exact same software, the exact same equipment, the exact same tools. One person creates something remarkable. The other creates something forgettable. Why? Because the tool wasn't doing the thinking. The tool wasn't doing the dreaming. The tool wasn't doing the experimenting. The tool wasn't taking the risks. The human being was. The tool simply helped them move faster. That's what I've experienced over the years. I've worked with instruments. I've worked with drum machines. I've worked with recording software. I've worked with hardware. I've worked with virtual instruments. I've worked with platforms. I've worked with systems that didn't exist when I first started making music. Every single one of those things became another tool in the pocket. Not a replacement, an addition. That's an important distinction. Because every time we learn something new, we don't throw away everything that came before it. We build on top of it. The guitarist doesn't stop being a guitarist because they learned recording. The producer doesn't stop being a producer because they learned editing. The songwriter doesn't stop being a songwriter because they learned a new piece of software. The toolbox grows. The pocket gets bigger. And maybe that's what adaptation really is. Not abandoning what you know. Not forgetting where you came from. Not replacing the fundamentals. Simply adding another useful tool to the collection. Because if history teaches us anything, it's this. The future doesn't ask permission before it arrives. It just shows up. And when it does, the people who thrive aren't usually the people who resisted every change. They're the people who looked at the new tool, picked it up, learned how it worked, and found a way to make it useful. That's not surrendering to technology. That's mastering it. And when you master it, ... you've got one more thing you can carry in your pocket.
WDMN. Can I be the one? Can I be the one? Can I open up your eyes and let you see the sky? Can I be the one? Tell me stack it, save it, don't spend it. Put it to the side, don't ever lend it. Think about the power that you got. Don't try to do it, don't ever stop. If you ain't gonna be a champ, don't play. That's the only reason why you win this game. You're trying to work your way to the top. Everybody tell you don't stop, don't stop. Oh, but what you gonna do when you reach the top? You gotta look around and see who's not here. Can I be the one? Can I be the one? Can I open up your eyes and let you see the sky? Can I be the one? Shadows every single first. Let me let you know this is how I reverse. Back it up, pull it back tight, time travel through this if I must. Think about the future, think about us. Can I be the one? Can I be the one? Can I open up your eyes and let you see the sun? Can I be the one? 55 miles to the outer heavens atmosphere. I know I'm only 'cause I'm already here. Got your target so trained, don't look directly into sun. I may blind you, the brightness, the daughter, the sun. The mother, I love you. I'm no stranger. I am the only danger. Think it over. Can I tell you about what I see? I feel the shadow. Where I can you tell me? Can I be the one? Come on, can I be the one? Can I open up your eyes and let you see the sun? Can I be the one? Come on, can I be the one? Can I open up your eyes and let you see the sun?
I've been thinking about something lately. Most people aren't actually afraid of technology. They're afraid of what technology might reveal. And those are two very different things. See, when a new tool arrives, it creates a strange situation. Everybody suddenly starts from the same place. Nobody is an expert. Nobody has 20 years of experience. Nobody has a giant head start. For a brief moment, everybody is learning together. And that's uncomfortable, because human beings love certainty. We like knowing where we stand. We like knowing the rules. We like knowing who the experts are. We like knowing who has earned their place. Then a new tool arrives and rearranges the furniture. Suddenly, somebody unexpected starts creating amazing things. Suddenly, somebody with fewer resources starts competing. Suddenly, somebody working from a spare bedroom has access to capabilities that once belonged only to large companies. And now people have questions. A lot of questions. But if we're being honest, most of those questions aren't about the tool, they're about identity. Think about it. When somebody spends years becoming good at something, that skill becomes part of how they see themselves, part of their identity, part of their value, part of their story. Then a new tool appears, not necessarily replacing that skill, not necessarily eliminating that experience, but definitely changing their landscape that can feel threatening, even when it isn't. Because sometimes, what we're protecting isn't the craft. Sometimes, we're protecting our comfort. And comfort has a funny way of disguising itself as principle. Now don't get me wrong, every new technology deserves questions. Questions are healthy. Questions are necessary. Questions help us understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. But there's a difference between asking questions and refusing to learn. One is curiosity. The other is fear wearing a costume. The music industry has seen this over and over again. Recording, sampling, digital production, streaming, home, studios, social media. Every one of those innovations sparked debates. Every single one. And yet here we are. Still making music, still creating, still finding ways to connect, still telling stories, still trying to turn ideas into something real. The tools changed. The human need to create did not. And maybe that's the part worth remembering. A paintbrush doesn't create the painting. A camera doesn't create the photograph. A piano doesn't create the song. A microphone doesn't create the performance, and software doesn't create the vision. The vision comes first, The tool simply helps bring it into the world. That's why I've never been particularly interested in arguing about whether a tool is legitimate. I'm more interested in what somebody does with it. Show me what you made. Show me what you learned. Show me what you discovered. Show me what moved you. Show me what challenged you. Show me what solved a problem. Show me what created an opportunity. That's where the interesting conversation begins. Because at the end of the day, tools don't compete. People do. Ideas do. Execution does. Persistence does. The willingness to keep showing up does, and that's the part. Nobody can automate. Nobody can automate curiosity. Nobody can automate determination. Nobody can automate resilience. Nobody can automate the decision to keep going when things aren't working. Those things still belong to us. Always have. Always will. So when a new tool appears, I try not to ask, should I be afraid of this? I ask something much simpler. What can I learn from it? Because every once in a while, the thing that scares everybody else turns out to be the exact thing that belongs in your pocket.
Of a life I wanted. Could we go and take a drive? I'll call you when the car arrives. Navigation of a trip, fronted, sweeping through the valley like children cutting alleys. Satisfaction is how this story ends. There could really be no other. You're my baby, you're my lover. Oh damnation, we started out as friends. Can we put it all together? Can never be better. Oh yeah, even if it rains or the sky should fall, we are here and we are sure to have a ball. Have a ball. Sky should fall, we still stand tall. We still stand tall. Love like this, love forever. We might be reckless, we might be loud, laughing at rules, standing out in a crowd. You pull my hand and I lose all control. We wrote our names in mist on glass, blew kisses to the world as it rushed past. Love in motion, babe, it never gets old. We ain't playing no pretend. Turn the page, broke the bend. We caught the light that night and held it in. No one told me you'd be the one to hold me, like a record in the groove, spinning true, smooth and slowly. And if the thunder breaks the sky, we'll just dance, you and I. Baby, tell me, are you down to fly? 'Cause I'm yours till the end of time. Can we put it all together? Yeah, life can never be better. Oh yeah, even if it rains or the sky should fall, we are here and we are sure to have a ball. Have a ball. Sky should fall, we still stand tall. Sky should fall, this love says it all. Sky should fall. Damnation, we got it all, even if the sky should fall.
I want to try a little thought experiment. Nothing complicated. Just humor me for a minute. Imagine somebody from 1926 suddenly appearing in your living room 100 years ago. Think about what they would see. They'd see electric lights. They'd see cars. They'd probably recognize a surprising amount of the world. Sure, things would look different, but many of the basics would still make sense now. Imagine handing them your smartphone, not explaining it, just handing it over. What exactly would they be looking at? A camera? Sure. A telephone? Technically. But that's not really what it is. It's a camera, movie theater, a newspaper, a library, calculator, a map, a compass, a recording studio, a publishing company, a communication network, a shopping mall, a classroom, a dictionary, a translator, a flashlight, banking system, a photo album, and somehow it's still small enough to fit in your pocket. That's incredible. Truly incredible. Yet most of us barely notice. Anymore, we've adapted so completely that we treat miracles like appliances. Think about that. 100 years of technological advancement sitting in the palm of your hand. And most days, we're annoyed because the battery dropped to 20%. We've become so familiar with extraordinary things that we've stopped recognizing how extraordinary they are. And maybe that's what adaptation does. It normalizes miracles. The first time something changes the world, everybody talks about it. A few years later, nobody even notices. The internet changed the world. Now people complain when a web page takes 5 extra seconds to load. GPS changed the world. Now people get irritated when they miss a turn. Streaming changed. Entertainment now, people get frustrated if they can't find exactly what they want instantly. We've become accustomed to abundance, but abundance creates a new challenge. Having access to everything doesn't automatically mean we'll use it wisely. And that's where personal responsibility enters the conversation. Because the same device that can teach you something new can also distract you for 6 straight hours. The same platform that can connect people can divide people. The same technology that can create opportunities can also consume attention. The tool doesn't make the decision. We do. Technology amplifies intention. That's the phrase I keep coming back to. Technology amplifies intention. If you're curious, it helps you learn. If you're creative, it helps you create. If you're disciplined, it helps you build. If you're distracted, it helps you become more distracted. The tool simply magnifies whatever was already there. And that's why I don't think the real challenge of modern life is technology. I think the real challenge is focus. Because for the first time in human history, most people have access to more information than they could possibly consume in a lifetime. More music, more books, more movies, more education, more tutorials, more resources, opportunities, more noise, more everything. The question isn't whether the information exists. The question is whether we know what we're looking for. And maybe that's where having something in your pocket becomes important. Not because the tool is special, but because your purpose is, your goals are, your direction is a compass. Isn't useful because it's a compass. It's useful because you know where you're trying to go. The same is true for technology. The same is true for music. The same is true for creativity. The same is true for life. The people who benefit the most from modern tools aren't necessarily the smartest. They aren't necessarily the richest. They aren't necessarily the most talented. They're often the people who have clarity. They know what they're trying to accomplish. And because they know where they're headed, they know which tools belong in their pocket and which ones don't. Because carrying everything isn't the goal. Carrying the right things is, that's the difference. That's the lesson. And that's probably one of the most valuable skills a person can develop in the world we're living in today.
I'm old. I'm old. WDDM damnation. Push me, baby. I still got something left in these bones. It's okay, 'cause I'm old. And if you push me, I'm old. I'll fall in love. I'm old. It's okay, 'cause I'm old. And if you push me, I'm old. I'll fall in love. I'm old. Old school lover. Mixtape maker. WDM forever. If I was your producer. Back when affection took effort and patience. Now folks speed run emotional relations. I came from cassette tape generation. Handwritten notes and anticipation. Used to wait all night for a phone call ring. Now everybody flex for a dopamine sting. I still open doors, still pull out chairs, still stare at stars like somebody cares. Baby, I'm analog, trapped in digital weather, trying to hold soul and circuitry together. I still know every word from Purple Rain. Still heal heartbreak, riding slow in the rain. I'm from arcades and food court fries, boombox batteries and crooked neckties. Used to spray cologne from the pharmacy shelf, trying hard just to reinvent myself. Wouldn't ghost you over temporary fear. We handle conflict face to face round here. You say clingy, I say emotionally fluent. You say awkward, I say spiritually tuned in. Still make playlists with intentional flow. Track 7 hit when emotions get low. And the cover art, hand-drawn obsession. Little masterpiece hidden in expression. Still flirt like romance ain't dead and buried. Still nervous when your mascara blurry. Still get butterflies like a teenage fool. Even though my knees crack getting out the pool. Willa May. Think Tim on production. It's okay, 'cause I'm old. And if you push me, I'm old. I'll fall in love. I'm old. It's okay, 'cause I'm old. And if you push me, I'm old. I'll fall in love. I'm old. Old enough to know better. Know better. Young enough to still try. WDN damnation. I remember flirting in record store aisles. Now everybody dating through curated files. You got filters, angles, captions, edits. I got emotional scars and credits. Still know how to slow dance close in kitchens. 2-step barefoot while the vinyl glitches. Still cook breakfast after midnight fight. Still apologize when the mood ain't right. See, I grew up when folks stayed together. Not because perfect, we survived bad weather. Now everybody's searching for escape routes. The second life get rough, they phase out. But me, I still romanticize the little stuff. Coffee steam rising when the week gets rough. The way your lip curl when you fake annoyed. The little weird habits you try avoid. I like bookstores, incense, rainy cafes. Conversations that drift for 3 whole days. I like soul records warped by time. And women that laugh with dangerous minds. See, I ain't trying front like I'm 22. My lower back definitely tell the truth. But wisdom's sexy when the lights dim low. And experience got rhythm in the undertow. I ain't chasing trends, I'm chasing alignment. Peace of mind and emotional climate. Time to hype your dreams when your hope feel broke. Time to hold your hand through anxiety smoke. And if you ever let me inside your space, I'll probably memorize your whole damn face. Write poems about freckles and chip nail paint. Like some old school fool who still believes fate. If I was your producer. I'm old, I'm old, I'm old, I'm old. They call me outdated, baby, that's cute. Meanwhile, your whole personality reboot. I survived heartbreak before Wi-Fi existed. Before situationship got linguistically twisted. I'm from burnt CDs and accidental love. From dancing too close in underground clubs. From hoodie sleeves smelling faint like perfume. And staring at ceilings alone in dark rooms. You ever kiss somebody knowing it's dangerous? That emotional voltage rearranging us. That I should leave but your body stays still. That chemical ache stronger than free will. Yeah, I'm old enough to recognize the signs, young enough to still cross forbidden lines, still write dramatic text and delete them twice, still overthink silence late at night, still got receipts from emotional wars, still got mixed CDs hidden in drawers, still got heartbreak folded in jackets, still got memories trapped in attic cabinets. And these kids don't know nothing about waiting, nothing about building tension through patience. Everybody streaming, nobody absorbing, everybody posting, nobody recording. But me, I archive moments like sacred art, tiny little fragments of a damaged heart. I still believe music can save your life, still think true love cut deeper than knives. Push me once, I might flirt a little, push me twice, might redesign your whole mental. Push me 3 times, you probably stuck with me, cause old school loyalty hit differently. We don't age it, we marinate, we marinate. We don't age it, we marinate, we marinate. It's okay, cause I'm old, and if you push me, I'm old, I'll fall in love, I'm old. It's okay, cause I'm old, and if you push me, I'm old, I'll fall in love, I'm old. Still got soul, still got flavor, still got lots of fire, still got danger. It's okay, cause I'm old, and if you push me, I'm old, I'll fall in love, I'm old. If I was your producer.
So after all of this talk about pockets, about tools, about technology, about adaptation, I think there's one final question worth asking. What are you carrying it for? Because tools by themselves don't accomplish anything. Knowledge by itself doesn't accomplish anything. Potential by itself doesn't accomplish anything. At some point, all of those things have to be applied. They have to be used. They have to become action. That's where the real story begins. For me, a lot of that story has been music. Not because music is magical. Not because music is easy, and definitely not because music is predictable, but because music has always been a place where curiosity and creativity get to meet. Every song starts as an idea, thought, a feeling, a possibility, something that doesn't exist yet. Then little by little, piece by piece, tool by tool, it becomes something real. A melody, a lyric, a recording, a finished project, and before you know it, something that lived only in your imagination now exists in the world. That's a beautiful thing. It's also a reminder that creation is still creation no matter what tools are involved. As many of you know, we're getting ready for the release of If I Was Your Producer Volume 12. Another 10 songs, another 10 stories, another 10 opportunities to learn something new. And when I think about that release, I don't really think about numbers. I don't think about streams. I don't think about algorithms. I don't think about followers. What I think about is the catalog, the collection, the body of work, the growing pile of ideas that started as nothing and slowly became something. Because every song is another tool. Every project is another lesson. Every release is another experience added to the pocket. And over time, those experiences begin to compound, not unlike life itself. The same thing applies to business. The same thing applies to relationships. The same thing applies to opportunities. A lot of people think success is about reaching millions of people. Sometimes it is, but not always. Sometimes success is reaching the right person. One conversation, one introduction, one partnership, one opportunity, one music supervisor, one licensing placement, one person who understands what you're building, one person who believes in the vision, One person willing to open a door. That's all it takes sometimes. One. That's why relationships matter. That's why reputation matters. That's why consistency matters. Because every interaction becomes another thing you're carrying forward. Another piece of the story. Another tool in the pocket. And speaking of carrying things forward, let's take a quick look around the world. Because while we've been sitting here talking about creativity and technology, life has continued doing what life always does. The NBA Finals are underway, and basketball fans everywhere are locked into every possession, every adjustment, every coaching decision, every momentum swing. Summer movie season is kicking into gear. Families are filling theaters. People are gathering around stories once again. New music is being released every single week. Some artists are just getting started. Others are reinventing themselves after decades in the business. Technology continues moving at a speed that would have seemed impossible only a few years ago. Artificial intelligence continues evolving. Creative tools continue evolving. Communication continues evolving. The world keeps changing. Yet somehow the things that matter most remain surprisingly familiar. Friendship, family, purpose, curiosity, community, creativity. The desire to leave something behind that mattered. The desire to build something that outlives us. Those things haven't changed at all. And maybe they never will. Maybe the tools evolve. Maybe the pocket gets bigger. Maybe the world moves faster. But the reasons we create remain remarkably consistent. We're trying to connect. We're trying to express ourselves. We're trying to understand ourselves. We're trying to leave breadcrumbs behind for somebody else to find. That's why we make music. That's why we create. That's why we keep showing up. And that's why what we carry matters. Not because it's heavy, not because it's valuable, but because someday, somewhere, someone may need exactly what you've been carrying all along. And before we wrap things up, let's spend a few minutes looking around the room. Because while we're all busy building our own little worlds, the bigger world keeps moving too. The NBA Finals have been impossible to ignore lately. Whether you're a basketball fan or not, there's something fascinating about watching the highest level of preparation meet the highest level of pressure. Millions of people watching. Years of work. One moment. One possession. One adjustment. One decision. And sometimes that's all the difference. Kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? Years of preparation. Years of collecting tools. Years of carrying things in your pocket. Then suddenly, an opportunity arrives. The people who seem lucky usually spent years getting ready for that. Over in the WNBA, the Commissioner's Cup has been generating attention as well. The league keeps growing. The audience keeps growing. The players keep growing the game. And whether we're talking about music, sports, film, or business, it's always interesting watching people build something over time. Most growth looks slow while it's happening. Then one day, everybody acts like it appeared overnight. It never does. Then you've got the entertainment world doing what it always does. Movie, trailers dropping, summer blockbusters arriving, old franchises returning, new stories being introduced. I recently saw Masters of the Universe film. Now, maybe that's nostalgia talking. Maybe it's just the kid in me who still remembers action figures spread across a bedroom floor. But there's something interesting about those stories. Surviving generation after generation. Different actors, different technology, different audiences, same core ideas. Good versus evil, growth versus fear. potential versus limitation. Funny how those themes never really go out of style. And speaking of nostalgia, I've been making my way through The Wire. Great storytelling stays. Great storytelling. It doesn't matter when you discover it. The lesson still lands. The characters still feel real. The writing still feels relevant. Which is another reminder that good work tends to outlive the moment it was created in. That's true for television. That's true for books. That's true for music. That's true for people. And while all of that is happening, technology keeps moving. Artificial intelligence keeps evolving. Creative software keeps evolving. Music tools keep evolving. The conversation keeps evolving. The world refuses to sit still, which brings us back to where we started. Because none of these things exist separately. Sports, movies, television, technology, music, friendships, business, family, creativity, we all connected. They're all part of the same culture, the same moment, the same timeline. We're all living through together. And while everybody is watching the headlines, everybody is carrying something in their pocket too. A dream, a skill, a goal, a lesson, an opportunity, a tool, something they're hoping will matter when their moment arrives.
Let me find the check before I leave the table. Pretty bad blessing, I'm very unstable.
You can like my brother, but I ain't no cripple. Old man goggles, vision double. Liquid ripple, step through time like a bitch in a signal. My mind too sharp, a conversation get surgical. Tell me what you know about motion sound. If you wanna move me, better shade the brown. If I start dancing, it better be hotter. If I'm mixing frequencies, talk to me proper, not.
You talk big, but the rhythm's in. You say it too late, I don't buy in.
Oh Jesus, picking up a feast for everybody, body. Oh Jesus, flip it like it's Sunday and it's a Monday. You get best unprepared, fresh kicks, oh Jesus, go ahead, let's try. Oh Jesus, I came back clean, picked him, shaved it off. Now I'm cutting fruit green. Energy, vivid, electric cuisine. Producer board empty, I feel in between. I see through forest, lemons is bright. Simple and sharp, that citrus bite. You promised a beat, but you did it like toys. I came for symphonies, not background noise. Hit the pudding beard, I'm financially weird. Got enough stacked up for a couple light years. Bags full of tracks, trains full of sound. Massive effects when I step in the ground. Passive aggressive suggestions came through. Not complaints, just a note or two. Said I can't breathe, bit congested. They said leave the table. I objected. I don't get up till the deal is sealed. Till the ring comes back, yeah, Lakers feel.
oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Cook it slow, let it breathe.
Cook it slow, let it breathe.
oh, Jesus. We don't rush what we feel. Oh, Jesus. Cooking up a feast for everybody. Oh, Jesus. Turn a Sunday into Monday. Fresh kicks, fresh air. Hands up, don't stare. Oh, Jesus. Let's this track. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're back. Oh, Jesus. Cooking up. Cooking up. Oh, Jesus.
You know, the older I get, the more I realize that most people spend their lives looking for something bigger. Bigger opportunity, a bigger break, a bigger audience, bigger house, a bigger title, a bigger moment. And maybe that's part of being human. We're always looking over the horizon, always convinced that whatever we're searching for must be somewhere else, somewhere farther away, somewhere larger than where we are standing right now. But life has a funny sense of humor, because every now and then it reminds us that some of the most important things we'll ever possess were never very big to begin with. A lesson, a friendship, a skill, a memory, a habit, conversation, a piece of advice, a simple idea, pocket-sized things small enough to carry, yet powerful enough to change the direction of an entire life. Maybe that's why so many people miss the big picture. They're searching for fireworks while life is handing them matches. They're searching for treasure while standing on a map. They're searching for answers while ignoring the lessons they've already collected. And I understand it. I've done it too. We all have. Human beings are wonderfully intelligent creatures, capable of building cities, building companies, building spacecraft, building technologies that would have seemed impossible only a generation ago. Yet somehow, we're still capable of overlooking the obvious. We forget how much we've already learned. We forget how much we've already survived. We forget how much we've already overcome. We forget what's already in our pocket. And then, every once in a while, life places us in a situation where we need it. Not tomorrow, not next year. Right now. Suddenly, the lesson matters. Suddenly the experience matters. Suddenly the skill matters. Suddenly the relationship matters. Suddenly that little thing you've been carrying around all these years becomes exactly what you need. Funny how that works. Maybe that's why I don't spend much time worrying about whether the world is changing. Of course it's changing. It always has. The tools change. The technology changes. The platforms change. The trends change. The conversations change. That's what the world does. It moves. What matters is whether we're moving to, whether we're still learning, still adapting, still growing, still willing to pick up a new tool when it arrives, still willing to let go of an old fear when it no longer serves us, still willing to remain curious, because curiosity might be the greatest thing a person can carry. Curiosity keeps the pocket open. Curiosity makes room for one more lesson, one more idea, one more opportunity, one more discovery, one more reason to keep going. And if you're one of those people out there who continues to learn, who continues to build, who continues to create, who continues to adapt, despite all the noise, then I think you deserve a little credit, because it's not easy. The world asks a lot from people these days. More information, more decisions, more distractions, more uncertainty. Yet, every day, there are people quietly doing the work, learning, growing, building, creating, improving. Not because somebody told them to. Not because there's applause waiting. Not because success is guaranteed. But because that's who they are. Those are my people. The builders, the dreamers, the curious ones, the stubborn ones, the ones carrying around possibilities nobody else can see yet, the ones filling their pockets with useful things while the rest of the world debates whether it can be done. Keep going, keep learning, keep creating, keep paying attention, keep collecting lessons, and when opportunity finally shows, don't panic. Don't overthink it. Just reach into your pocket. There's a good chance you've been carrying exactly what you needed all along. Thank you for spending a little time with me today. Thank you for supporting the music. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Thank you for supporting the journey. Until next time, this is Willa. This has been Why Make Music, Peace, and Be Wild.
Yeah. Welcome to the theme. Welcome to the theme. Welcome to the theme. Yeah. Is tonight the night? Gonna turn it out. Prepare yourself to scream and shout. Ain't about where you've been, it's about where you're going. Not about what you forgot, but what you've always been knowing. Music blasting, come to dance. Decked out in your party clothes, looking for romance. If so, you're in the right place, baby. Might just meet somebody. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. This the spot where the nights get hot. Air turned up while you're giving what you got. Ain't no cover charge at the door. Come here once and you'll be begging for more. This just ain't a party, this is more than a jam. Let me introduce myself, let me tell you who I am. It's the WDMN, we came to party. Damnation, tell me that story, talking THINK, TIMM, and who's that DJ? Warm cookies, Willa May. Let me hear that again. It's the WDMN, we came to party. Damnation, tell me that story, talking THINK, TIMM, and who's that DJ? Warm cookies, Willa May. It's not as complicated as it seems. Hijacked all the music from your dreams. Got it blaring through the speakers. Know the sound will reach ya. We just tryna have some fun. Love y'all and think you're number one. The reason why we do what we do. The reason why this whole thing is for you. We wanna make your body move. If you don't feel it yet, let me introduce you to the groove. Just a little something I cooked up. Won't be mad if y'all hook up. Now it's time for the instructions. Before I get back to introduction. This just ain't a party, this is more than a jam. Let me introduce myself, let me tell you who I am. It's the WDMN, we came to party. Damnation, tell me that story, talking THINK, TIMM, who's that DJ? Warm cookies, Willa May. Let me hear that again. It's the WDMN, we came to party. Damnation, tell me that story, talking THINK, TIMM, and who's that DJ? Warm cookies, Willa May. Hold up, everybody look alive. If you're breathing then you're qualified. Step inside, leave the little worries outside. Tonight we celebrate the fact that we're alive. Watch the room transform from a gathering to a storm. From a crowd into a chorus. From a moment into folklore. That's what music's for. I've seen strangers become lovers. I've seen heartbreak find another. I've seen wallflowers bloom. As soon as that bass hit the room, boom. There it is, that feeling you can't explain. No prescription, no permission, no shame. Just rhythm in your veins. Everybody chasing something. Some a check, some a dream, some a memory, some a future, some a somebody they never seen. Maybe that's you, standing over by the speakers, trying to play it cool while your heart getting weak. somebody caught your eye, now your whole night's changing. Funny how a little melody can rearrange things like that. We don't judge, we don't trip, we don't care where you came from. Only care if you feel this. Hands up, heads nod, whole room locked in. This ain't back to music, this the reason we walked in. Yeah, that's the banner. Damnation. Yeah, that's the anthem. Built the soundtrack, got the room dancing. Damnation. Serving up another one, fresh from the oven. Everybody moving like they found what they've been missing. Listen, if I was your producer, I'd tell you loosen up. Quit thinking so much, let the groove do the work. Let the bass line flirt, let the strings testify. Let the walk guitar cry, let the drums talk back. While the whole room rides side to side, glide. We ain't selling fantasy, we selling possibility. The closest thing to flying, with both feet touching reality. So if you're feeling euphoric, good, that's the theme. Not the party, not the concert, not the scene. It's a feeling, it's a movement, it's a soundtrack, it's a dream. And tonight, you part of it. Welcome to the theme. Damnation. If I was your producer, this just ain't a party, this is more than a jam. Let me introduce myself, let me tell you who I am. It's the WDMN, we came to party. Damnation. Tell me that story, talking THINK, TIMM. And who's that DJ? Warm cookies, Willa May. Let me hear that again. It's the WDMN, we came to party. Damnation. Tell me that story, talking THINK, TIMM. And who's that DJ? Warm cookies, Willa May. Welcome to the theme.